Alrighty, so I'm just on my way into the Burbank remote bush camp area, just at the base of Mount Barney again, at the Yellow Pinch Reserve. So I'm just starting my ascent up the hill. The car park's down there, probably some 200 to 300 metres away. It's quite a steep incline coming up here. There's a little access track, so it's plenty worn, not too difficult, and it leads up to the summit of Mount Barney further on. But I reckon it's about an 8-hour climb, 8 to 10 hours depending on your fitness levels. So this is where I've got to go yet, just up that trail around and above that ridge line, and then I dare say it'll drop down over the top into another little valley, and we'll just follow this one along. I think I'm expecting about sort of 2 to 3k walk, so it's not too grueling. Should be alright. So I've just arrived at the first junction. This is where it diverts off. On my right is the walking trail to Yellow Pinch Lookout. It's probably only a couple of hundred metres up that way. So I think I might do that one on the way back. Got some private property up there. Looks like a little fire trail down there. And then it's not as far as I thought it was going to be. So from here it's only 1.7 k's to my campsite, to Burbank bush site. Next time I'm going to give the forestry bush campsite a go, I reckon. So I've probably done about maybe 500 metres at this stage. So it's only going to be a pretty brief walk. I should be there within half an hour, I'd say. This one's for you, Cam. Alright, here we go. So I've just come to a little bit of a ridge, and I'm looking up into the valley a bit more on another ridge in the distance, and there's a walking trail going over that one just before the mountain, Mount Barney. I reckon that's probably the track that's going to lead me into the Burbank remote camping area. There's a little sign marker down there, so the trail must split off and go somewhere else. Got a beautiful southeasterly wind today, so it's keeping me nice and cool. We've actually got a heat wave here on the Gold Coast. It's the last day of spring. Tomorrow's the first day of summer. And you're expecting a very hot couple of days. So I'm just coming up on that trail marker that splits off to the right, and it is the Southeast Ridge Summit Route. So this one looks like quite a good hike, 7 to 9 hours, getting to an altitude of 1,354 metres. Yeah, that's some good height. I reckon you shouldn't leave anything after 8:30 AM. I reckon that'll be a good challenging hike. I'm going to do that one. Maybe not this trip, but on another one. It'd be fantastic up there. But for me, on this journey, that's my destination over there. So I've just arrived at the sort of, I guess, the main entrance into the camping spots in Mount Barney National Park. Got a lovely little creek here. It's a little bit stagnant. But it is serene. Fortunately, I didn't have to walk up that access trail up the side of the ridge there. That's private property by the looks of it. National Park. And I had a feeling that it wouldn't take too long for me to see some more signs. I'm only a couple of 100 metres after the sign to Mount Barney, and I'm already seeing some tree breaks and trees bent in a certain fashion with another broken branch facing up. Now I'm going to leave this to the discretion of all you viewers to make a judgment, but do you think a human could seriously break a branch like that? There's another little break just down here. And look at the way it's positioned. It's going through the branches on that other one. Now these ones are all pointing into the forest, so that must have some significance. There's a clean snap there, and a branch on the floor. Another break, only probably about a foot off the ground. And then this one here. That's at least 7 feet high. My arm's not quite full stretch, but getting close to it. There it is now. Oh, look at that. There's another break up there. That'd be easily 8 foot. So I've got a little bit of a theory about these. Obviously the smaller tree breaks that are lower to the ground, I feel are done by juvenile yowies, or the smaller type, the smaller species. And the larger breaks, obviously at that sort of height, are done by the big alpha males, because there's a fair bit of height there, and to get the sort of strength needed to break a branch like that at that height, you'd have to be a pretty impressive creature. So that's a good sign. I'm looking forward to getting in there and seeing what else I can find. Oh, what do you reckon to that one? Yeah, not sure about that one. Yeah, it's come from up there, so that's natural. But those others back there, they've definitely been done. And again, just off the side of the walking trail, these ones are pointing out of the forest. That one's got some fire marks, but still it's splintered. And look at the way it's just sitting on that other, propped up on that other branch. And if you look up the back there, there's a couple more smaller ones. There's one up there in the background I can see already. I'll keep the phone recording. Oh, that one looks like it's fire damage. Oh, but there's one there. a little one. Anyway, I think that'll do for now, unless I find us some other really good ones. Alrighty, so I found two large trunks that are leaning up against a tree. There's a burnt base there, and the base of this tree has got some burn marks to it. Half of it's burnt, half of it looks alright. There's another one behind it that I can't actually see the base or the stump. So I'm a little bit perplexed as to why two of these big trees will be sitting like that and then going through the fork further up. Just seems a little bit abnormal. And there's another big one through there. Don't know if the phone's going to pick that up. Could just be completely random fall, but so I'm just bringing to you folks what I see. And I found this one, even though it's a palm tree, it's going to be a lot less structurally sound than a solid eucalypt or a big tree, but still, how the hell do you explain that? That's splintered off. It's got to be at least 10 to 12 feet off the ground, easy. I'm standing up here on a big log. And there's another one right here. Now, I mean, they're not as solid as a big tree, but that's still pretty solid. Look at this thing. And there's no, I mean, yeah, possibly this tree could have brought those down. Highly unlikely. This thing looks like it's been here for a while. And then just looking around, I can see another tree branch there broken off. I can't get out of there because there's a bit of a gully here, but I'm hoping you can see that one. That's a pretty clean snap. Man. So this is just off the walking track. The walking track's up there. That one there could be natural. But I just don't see any other big logs, you know, lying in the direction that would have forced these other trees to snap over. And if they did snap over, normally it would be at the base. Not like that. Very interesting. So it's just gone 20 past 4 and the campsite is set up for the night. It's not a bad little spot. Walk to the river or the stream, more of a puddle actually, It's only sort of 20 metres away or so. I had my little site supervisor instructing and making sure everything's going okay. Oh, looks like he's found himself something to munch on. Little greedy guts. Pretty serene sort of spot. And the creek's just down that way. A couple of little tracks down to it. There's only some small rock ponds. I went for a walk a bit further up, probably about 50 to 100 metres, and found some deeper ones, so I think that'll be my water source. Well, the sun's slowly setting as the night draws in, and I've got my dinner time and dessert meals prepped, ready to go. So tonight I'm having wild mushroom and lamb risotto, just a half packet. And then for dessert, I've got the leftovers apple pie. So I just divide these bags up in halves. Tonight I'm lashing out. I'm having some chocolate milkshake marshmallows. I've got my marshmallow toasting stick there. It's a total fire ban here in Queensland, being one day out from summer, so I'm going to have to do my marshmallows on the cooker. But that's alright, we'll see how they turn out. I've got my trusty little nightlight cable tied to a stick. Impromptu. And then I'll get my headlamp out later on tonight when it gets a bit darker. See you at dinner time. Oh yeah. Geez, if the yowies could smell this wild mushroom and lamb risotto, they'd come running. And the water's boiled and she's ready to go. Now it's time to go and light up the little glow stick for the Yowie care package. for some dinner. Alright, that's dinner and the apple pie dispatched. Full stomach, but I'm now going to indulge in some nice chocolate milkshake marshmallows. So these are going to be very sweet, but let's see how we go. Wow, don't need much gas for them. You have to excuse me, I've got bugs flying around my eyes. That's better. Oh yeah. Not the same without a campfire, but in these times, what can you do? Nice soft heat, there we go. Oh yeah. Crispy on the outside, soft and mellowy on the inside. Just the way a marshmallow should be. I bought 12 for a 2-night trip, so that's 6 each night, but I don't think I'm going to be eating 6. Spider. Flaming marshmallow. Oh, almost lost it. Let's go one more. So I just turned the headlamp on and I was having a quick look around and I saw a cockroach, but now I've found a spider. Where'd he go? There he is. Looks like a huntsman. Away from my campsite. I don't want you near it. So I was just brushing my teeth in preparation for bed and to get rid of all the sugar on my teeth. I was walking away from the campsite. I bumped into this little creature. Different species of huntsman by the looks of it. Stay away from my tent, please. My little friend is a bit of a rebel. He egged me on to do it. I already had it in my mind to do it for the marshmallows for tomorrow night, but I couldn't wait. Who's a naughty boy?